welcome to the American Garage. Hi, and welcome back to the American Garage. Today we have a very special episode. We got a friend of ours, Carl, who unfortunately had a heart attack and had to have triple bypass surgery. Well, Carl's going to be all right, but while he was in the hospital, we decided we'd clean up his house for him, make sure it was okay for him to return home after being in the hospital for 6 weeks. So we came over and I discovered a few things wrong with the house that needed to be corrected as well. The major thing that went wrong was that the inside of the foundation had cratered in and created a bowl effect on the floor. And the middle of the house had come down 2.5 inches, so the foundation company had to be called and the foundation had to be leveled. As a result, Carl had to fix the foundation, the plumbing, and the inside of the house, the walls, were a mess from being all shifted. So that's where we stepped in to help Carl to be able to put the house back together, make it nice, livable conditions. So let's go on inside and see Carl and see what he's got going on. Okay, everybody, so we came inside, and this is our good friend, Carl. Carl, tell us a little bit about what happened to the house.
Well, I could notice a shift in the way the doors were not shutting well. I could see different cracks, and I had the foundation repaired once, but they only did the edges of the house. They didn't do the middle, and I assumed that everything was okay. I don't remember them telling me that we needed to come in and do the middle. I should have asked more questions, but that's the way it goes. You learn as you go. So I noticed during the drought of 2011 in the summer that things were not shutting, things were separating more at the walls and at the baseboards of a corner of the wall. And I could just see that, well, maybe I had the house repaired, maybe it would all go back into place. Well, it did to a point after the drought was over, but there was still those separations and doors that did not close. So when I was in the hospital, Steve discovered that a lot more had happened and that there was some sinking going on, and we learned that we really needed to get the middle section of the foundation fixed because it was sinking.
It sunk 2.5 inches, so that's a lot.
That's too close for comfort.
Right, the foundation company doesn't want more than 3, of course. What else happened underneath the house because of all that?
Well, the plumbing had some leaks. One of the problems was, besides the foundation pushing down and causing leaks, it's the old cast iron plumbing. And that plumbing is not, that old piping is not the way they fix plumbing anymore. They use a newer type of piping now. And I forget the name of the piping.
It's PVC plastic?
PVC plastic.
Yes.
That's the one. So you're going to get that if you're going to get new piping now. But they asked me if they wanted me to just repair the leaks only, but that wouldn't be too much of a guarantee if a leak broke in another part of that old piping. No, we decided to fix the whole thing. So we got the new PVC piping put in totally and got rid of the old cast iron piping, and I'm very happy about that.
Good deal, good deal. So we've got a level foundation now, and now we've got good plumbing underneath the house because they replaced everything.
Yes.
Which really needed to be done. And now, what do we got going on?
Well, we just had the breaker box replaced too, because it's the original electric breaker box, and there were some problems with the outlets not working and things like that.
Right.
And the electrician helped to fix all of those things, and we're going to put in some new switches and some new outlets as well. Some of them had already been put in, and we're continuing to do that as well. Also, we're going to put in a new door as well as paint and new flooring.
Well, what were the walls like? What happened to all the walls?
Originally, these lighter walls were a wooden paneling that was a dark brown. That's what was built with this house. Now we really needed to update the walls and do more of a sheetrock, and we're going to paint it with a color called white raisin. I call it a Tuscan Italian yellow, and because that's what it reminds me of, some of the buildings that I've seen in Italy. And so we're going to do that.
Excellent.
I'm looking forward to that.
So, just so you guys know, what we've found in the house is, of course, after the leveling of the foundation, we've got cracks in all the walls, mostly in the corners and around the doors. So now that the house was level, we had to make it pretty again, get rid of all those cracks. So, of course, like Carl was saying, he really didn't like the paneling, so we got rid of the paneling, and that helped us to get the main room, underway right away. But the cracks in all the other rooms have to be done. So we're going to be showing you a little bit about how to float the sheetrock, how to install sheetrock, how to fix cracks, and some other items. But Carl, you said that you had your color picked out. You want to show it to us?
Well, the color that I have is a Tuscan yellow. I don't know if I have a sample strip.
Why don't you paint a little bit of a wall, and we'll show it to everybody.
Okay.
Okay, Carl, is this the color that you picked out?
Yes, this is the color. I call it Italian Tuscan yellow. I think the real name that they call it is white raisin. But it's a kind of a golden yellow, and I think it works real nice with what I wanted to do.
Excellent. So you got a good color. You're going to go with white trim, you said.
Yes.
And we're going to replace all these switches and things?
Yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. It looks like we got a good start on it. All right, let's see if we can get the rest of it done.
Okay.
Stay tuned for mini episodes on the repairs on Carl's house.